at that final plateau where you have the rest of the game on farm. You can make it to the last boss every single run. You can beat anything else the game throws at you. But beating that last boss, you get to the second phase, but you can't figure out a way to beat that boss every single time. You've done it once or twice, which makes it even more annoying, because you know you can do it.
And like, for whatever reason, that boss gets some upgrades too.
Yeah, the boss somehow keeps staying right at your level, bizarrely. And if you've been there, you have a fraction of the idea of how frustrating this is for Penguin, because there's thousands of dollars on the line, and he only gets to try one of these runs every couple of months.
Yeah.
But he is up against such a challenging last boss. And just, again, one of his closest friends, his doubles partner, these guys support each other all the time in and outside of bracket. I remember when they had to play each other for 5th place at Heatwave, the moment that Penguin was eliminated, he told Cake, hey, if you need anything from me, any advice for any of your sets, I'm here. I will coach you. I'll tell you anything you need to know about any of these players, right?
That's just true friendship.
Yeah, just already, like, despite his own competitive ambitions, still wanting to back up Cakeassault whenever is needed.
The power of friendship conquers all.
Yeah, but I mean, what does friendship do against friendship?
The friendship wins.
Oh,
no matter what, always wins. And so one thing that we have said before, we'll say it again, Penguin has never won a Genesis. He has been in this spot many times before.
This is the
winner's side of Grand Finals for the 3rd time. Can he do it this time?
Because the thing is, his sets with Cake have been going so closely, right? It was Game 5 at Heatwave. It was, what, Game 14 total at Riptide across 3 different sets.
And in Grand specifically, it was Game 10.
Right, yeah. And it ended up on, like, Tempest Peak with, like, an incredibly clutch play by Cakeassault. And we've seen just over time, too, the ways that they keep pushing each other and developing counterplay for each other, whether it's Cakeassault's, like, jab and down tilt game to deal with Penguin on the stage, Penguin's edge guarding becoming so refined against Forsburn, or when it comes to Penguin's recovery, we talk about that double jump drift cloud toss that so many players respect. Cakeassault has been bold enough to find moments to challenge it, and those moments, again, those are coin flips. When Cake chooses to jump out there, one of them's dying.
Right.
Yeah, but Cake having that courage to look for those moments and try to secure kills wherever he can keeps him just that step ahead against Penguin.
We're going to see if he can do it again, as we're looking at our bands right now, and Cakeassault is ready for this loser's run. He's been looking like a beast. He's been doing everything that we've seen in previous Genesises that he's won. Genesises. And looks like we're going to be starting out here on Jules Vale for Grand Finals of RCS Season 6.
Everybody get ready. This is it. Cakeassault versus Penguin always brings this game to its breaking point.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard to say something. Well, watching these two people come out and play can leave you speechless.
So the thing that I love when they come out, too, is that you see a degree of respect for each other that you don't often see when they have to fight other opponents. Because they...
Oh, no.
An unfortunate SD for Penguin, but it's because they're fully aware of the extent of each other's punish games, right?
Yes.
So they actually start out at such a slow pace, and part of that is just, I know if you get hit, I might die, and part of it is also, I need to know how Cake is playing today. I need to know how my friend is playing, because they have different habits on different days, and I need to switch gears for that.
But what new tricks will he be pulling out?
Could you imagine just like, and this must be the case, right, where they practice with each other all the time, they notice it happening, like, I'm going to save that for 3 months.
Yeah.
We're going to see this at Genesis now.
Yeah, I see that you're doing this, and if I feel like it's hurting you in the bracket against someone else, I'll tell you. But if it's hurting you against me, maybe not. But I don't know. Anyway, that early SD actually not being too huge of a factor, as Penguin's been doing a fantastic job chipping damage away and finding that stock with only 57% extra credit to his name.
I love how Penguin right now is just sticking right by his cloud in neutral, right? Recognizing that Penguin's afraid to get too close to that because it just forces an option immediately, and that gives Penguin the space to slowly push ground. But now that Cakeassault has found a hit, he's able to push Penguin a little bit more off stage. And Penguin setting for these early clouds, right? Just trying to protect his own space instead of threatening Cakeassault if he was waiting on stage. The down strong
the
still
second he
catching.
left that platform, the second he left the safety of his cloud, he died.
Wow.
Yeah, you're talking about, you know, cloud is friend, cloud is life. And he leaves the cloud and he gets punished for it immediately. All right. And now, Penguin having to do a little bit of makeup work after just, honestly, one opening, like you said, was just enough for Cakeassault to find it, and he does it again. One opening. and you could be dead.
And just off that down tilt at the ledge, right, we see how scary that place is, because if you hold out, you still have to deal with now Cakeassault controlling ledge, and if you hold in, there's so much Forsburn gets you killing off there.
And that DI on the back air to end that game was almost perfect too. Penguin dying in the corner blast zone, just barely dying off the corner. And we're going game 2 here, and this is normally a counter pick we see from Cakeassault. This is a great stage for Forsburn, but they know best when it comes to them playing each other.
Right. And especially we see what Penguin can bring on this stage in terms of extremely early kills off the top. Whoa, speaking of which, though, already Penguin getting so close to the top blast zone, and Cake only at 14% and still avoiding the punish after getting parried. The patience you see, Cake just willing to sit, crouch, and wait and watch Penguin, not in a rush to throw out a move. Normally what makes Penguin such a dangerous player is his positioning, right? It's not just how fast he moves, it's that he's able to be at spots where his opponent can't threaten him. But Cakeassault knows that. He knows what moments he gets to talk, and sometimes he just has to wait.
Yeah, standing still, doing nothing.
Frame zero.
Out, frame 0.
Yeah.
And Cakeassault recognizing that and using the smoke to his advantage to keep these DI mix-ups on this combo here, following the drift and the DI with perfection.
Beautiful catch, though, on the plat drop by Penguin. Not going to be able to follow up. The thing is, Cakeassault was ready for that off chance and hard DI to the side so that nothing could follow that up tilt.
Oh, that was beautiful. He does a moonwalk ledge boost and then uses smoke charge to actually stall his momentum mid-air.
That is incredible. And we see now Cake still on his first stock, full combust stacks ready to go. That can either save him on recovery, or if he's able to keep chasing this DI, it can become a kill.
Yeah, one more hit, and you might find yourself in a spot where a down tilt combust can find you dead.
you can be out here in the skies, and you'll still get hunted.
Penguin has to DI every single move perfectly.
Up smash is going to do that.
Or just find a stock. And yeah, Upstrong will do it. Cakeassault now with a 2-stock-to-1 lead in game 2. Already looking like he's trying to reset this bracket as quick as possible.
Just keeping up that same relentless pace we've seen all through losers. Penguin finding the chance to put it off stage and being so aggressive, not even tossing out Cloud.
Both of them actually going for a cheeky spike on each other, trying to catch each other just basically sleeping, and neither of them are. They are at the peak of their gameplay right now, and Cakeassault is trying to close out this game, and he'll do it out of a jab.
So
that was a crouch cancel on the jab.
Yeah.
And because of that, he was able to get his frame 9 down strong out before Penguin's forward tilt.
Because so much of Penguin's ground game is about that jab into F tilt, right? And relying on tech chases and the opponent trying to escape. And Cake also just knowing this is the moment where you're used to controlling the tempo of the dance, right? I'm going to just sweep your ankles and take that second game. Cakeassault is looking so phenomenal. I don't know what Penguin can do now in order to put himself back in the game. And Penguin is like normally just a player that we're so scared of as the set goes on and on, but he's got to find something now on this game 3 like he did against Soul Rifle.
I will say that even though this may look a little grim right now, he does have 3 extra games of rev up time than normal.
That is very true. Even though Cake is favored in terms of their head-to-head count, the fact that Penguin gets 2 tries at it and Cake to get it right means that he can still pull this all together. And here on we have like Gates as the stage pick, very large blast ones, a lot of sky space for Absa to hide on, and still she has the explosive kill power to be able to close out stocks herself.
Yeah, and that first stock actually getting closed out right before the platforms moved, getting a little bit of just perfect timing on it. And wow, Cakeassault landing with the Waveland down strong, a classic from Forsburn, and killing off the diagonal corner of the stage once again. Absa has phenomenal drift, great airspeed, great momentum, and just sometimes
catching the edge of that quick attack.
Yep.
This is so big for Cake, and the fact that he's using his clone to go off edge, right? Because if the Cloud pops to get rid of the clone, that also frees up space now for Cake to enter that space as well. Cake keeps it again for another edge guard. Full combust once more. Oh no, Penguin caught off stage.
Yeah, Penguin going a little deep there and
no air dodge.
For it. Oh my goodness, that was very, very risky right there.
And the thing is, like, Penguin still hasn't really gotten resituated. We have a combust near the top, doesn't do it. And then once again, a lap. How can Penguin turn this around? Down 2 games on the last stock of set 1. This one is going by in a blink.
Yeah, we are only 2 minutes into this game, and we are already seeing Penguin at 112% and possibly a reset.
Penguin trying to stay so patient
That'll do it!
on the platform, and Cake recognizing the Cape hitbox and going for the down strong right afterwards instead of the dagger and catching that DI from Penguin right behind him.
Yeah, there was a moment earlier where on a parry punish, Cakeassault ran up on the ground and did up cape into dagger because it's true as long as the opponent is inside or behind. But when the opponent's in the air like that, the cape can be DI'd on reaction by the opponent, and Cake recognizing that, it's like, well, if you do DI it correctly to avoid the dagger, you are going to get downstronged on this platform, and he just goes for it on reaction. Brilliant play.
Just once again, another instance of these players understanding the full layers of this game and adjusting multiple steps ahead of what is going to happen, and Cake winning 3-0 in the first set of grand finals. This is looking to be that classic Genesis story. We know that Penguin was somehow still coming up across the past 2 years, right? Looking closer and closer to catching Cakeassault, and it's never felt further away after that set.
Yeah, that was one of the most dominant Cakeassault versus Penguin sets I've ever seen.
I actually cannot remember the last time it was 3-0.
Yeah, even in other 3-0s, like, it felt like Cake was in control the entire time. From the moment Penguin had that first SD all the way to that final up strong, down strong read, it was just the Cakeassault show. And Penguin has made adjustments in the past. We've seen Penguin lose in winner's side and take grands from loser's side in the past, but can he do it today? It looks increasingly difficult.
Yeah. I mean, I believe that was how his first victory at against Cake at Smash and Splash 5.
Correct,
right?
yes.
So it is absolutely still possible for Penguin to put this all together, and it's so far much closer to start off this game.
Yeah, they're seeing a lot more like chip trades. Penguin lands a Cloud. Cakeassault lands a fair into a Nair 1.
Yeah.
And they're just DIing out. They're back to respecting each other so much. We saw it in the beginning of Game 1. And now we're seeing in the beginning of Game 1 of the reset where they don't want to overcommit too much and set the pace of the set against them.
Oh, getting the timing of the Cloud Pop. I mean, that's just something you need to read, right? And that I feel like you only get that when you just know your opponent that well, that you can find that exact moment of pulling the trigger. And now we have Cakeassault once again with a lead, once again lapping Penguin. This is starting to sound a little bit familiar to how the last set went.
Yeah, Penguin wanting to stall there and just getting that first stock taken from him may have been a little bit jarring because now Cakeassault is running away with the second stock as we have Penguin on the back foot off stage trying to find some sort of way to make Cakeassault respect him. And right there, Penguin almost died for that approach. And that down strong was a call out to the approaching Nair.
And that was also just partly Cakeassault recognizing the new pace of play, right? It's like, you want to slow things down? I'm going to set up smoke across this entire half of the screen if you don't stop me, which prompted that approach.
Okay, okay. Coming back with an aggressive option, and the down strong not going to kill, but send Cake instead off the other side of the stage. And Cake going directly into the right Cloud where the clone came onto stage and deceives all of us. I was deceived. Penguin now.
Catching the Thunder line there. I was not expecting that to combo together. Still needs to find an entire other stock, but we know that Absa moments can happen to anyone, and when Penguin's behind the sticks, they happen very, very often.
Yes, and Penguin now looking a little bit more confident in the movement on the ground, which is something that, like, we see Penguin's wave dashes are honestly kind of iconic with Absa. You don't see an Absa move like he does, and we're seeing that confidence slowly come back into this first game.
Penguin sticking to the top, and like you mentioned on the Julesville game, right? Cake just deciding, I'm waiting for you to come to the ground, and that's when I'm going to poke out and try to catch you. But Penguin getting 108%. This is within the realm of very much evening this game. Penguin just setting up to get rid of that smoke, getting rid of a little bit of shelter, knows to get rid of the smoke cloud from the clone because Cakeassault would absolutely teleport there.
Yeah, that Absa up special was phenomenal. and just not finding the punish that he wanted and getting counter hit instead.
Just opting to stay in control with that dash attack, taking whatever he can to stay in the ledge guard, but the up strong's barely not going to do it, DIing hard to the corner.
One more of those will do it. Oh, he messes up! He messes up!
And Cake knows to wait in that situation for a panic parry, and then Penguin knew not to give it to him. Cake's still closing out that set, that game, though.
Yeah, that was a monumental flub that he didn't panic from.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing. You flub, most people right there go, oh no, I messed up, I need to counter hit right now, and Cake didn't drop down and throw out a hitbox right away. Penguin, recognizing that Cake's too good to do that, also didn't give him what he wanted.
Yeah, just
and
backed
it turned
away.
into a reset of neutral, and Cakeassault thrives in neutral, especially right now.
Oh, and we're going to Blazing Hideout as the counter pick. Again, we mentioned the power of drop through aerials, the size of the side blast zone. Cakeassault, I believe, is just up 1-0 right now, right? Yeah.
Cakeassault did win that first game on Merchantport just now, and we are seeing him on the counter pick that we've seen Cake counter pick to so often today, and it hasn't worked out for anyone. Like, we keep seeing this stage, and it keeps just being the Forsburn show.
And it feels like it should like help you in terms of surviving, right? Being able to just DI out
Actually,
with so much confidence.
Yeah. I am wrong. Kusi was able to destroy Cake on this. I almost forgot about that game because of how quick it was.
Yes, it was like a clip it and you miss it, right?
Yeah. So apologies on that, but I don't think we're going to see that kind of aggression coming out from Penguin. That's the way Kusi was able to do it, was by smothering Cakeassault.
Yeah.
And I don't think Penguin on the Absa is going to be able to make Cake feel uneasy like that.
Especially because it looks like Penguin's successes is when he's just being able to find shelter in his cloud and just slowly force his way into full stage control. Oh, getting a
beautiful
very important
no-tech parry.
Yes. When you don't tech in this game, you're actionable sooner, but you don't get any iframes.
That's correct, yes. And recognizing that Cake wanted the Waveland down strong, and oh my god, goes for the Cape down strong that won the first set again, and Penguin this time was ready for the avoidance.
What was it, going for the quick attack to take the clone away from Cakeassault immediately? Almost getting the follow-up there too. Penguin still digging deep and showing more and more attempts to keep Cakeassault from coming back to stage.
Yeah, this has been an evolution of counterplay during the second set so far, and it's been beautiful to watch. Yeah, and there is the Waveland down strong. Penguin looked like he was trying to DI onto the platform to be able to tech, but didn't even have the opportunity as Cakeassault was there too quickly.
Gonna get gets a trade with the quick attack, and even so, backing off. I think Cakeassault just doesn't want to give any free moments to Penguin.
Oh, and overcommitting a little bit with that jab down tilt, and Penguin was able to find a saves trip back onto stage. And now Penguin, if he can secure this stock, we are looking very good in this game too.
I mean, otherwise, if this goes to Cakeassault, like that's 5 straight games that Penguin hasn't been able to take in this matchup.
All right, Cake finds a way on stage, and how many times have we seen Cake at 160+% this tournament? It's been too many. The fact that I don't remember how many is a problem.
One of them was on Spirit Tree. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. His survivability and ability to avoid
Upstrong's gonna do that, and a 2-stock for Cakeassault, 5 games in a row against Penguin.
His DI is immaculate today.
This is actually looking so terrifying now for Penguin to be in this spot finally after over 2 years from the last time they fought each other, and now this is how it's all playing out. Cakeassault further ahead than he's been offline against Penguin that we've ever seen this year. It's this is looking like Cakeassault's 3rd Genesis. He'll be the player that has won the most Genesises when he takes this.
Yeah, I would love to be proven wrong, but I did make the prediction on Twitter earlier today.
I
did, and Cakeassault is just. You don't bet against Cakeassault at Genesis. You just don't. He always shows up. But I would love to see some counterplay right now. And Penguin was very close to actually making that an even game and just couldn't find the stock. That's where Cakeassault's been making like the difference in all of these sets today. When he lives past those confirmed percents, you now have to hit him with a raw kill move because he's never going to die off of straight hit, right? And he just doesn't die. He doesn't give you the opportunity for those raw kill moves because if you miss, he touch a death seal.
Right. And then on top of that too, like it gives him a little bit more confidence in terms of what raw kill moves are they likely to fish for, right? And he can help nail it down that way. And another
right
parry, gonna waveland down strong, and is gonna do it off the top once again.
Yeah, and that was a 138% Cakeassault. Penguin may be feeling a little antsy not being able to find the kill, especially since Cake was almost at 200% last game. Goes for a raw kick, and Cakeassault recognizes, parries, get the kill. Finally, though, the way that Penguin is able to secure that is through a parry of his own.
And that was a punish on that double jump Cloud, just jumping right over it. Cakeassault finding that hit. And it looks like he's just threatening the potential of him doing it once again. Are we going to get a Waveland Combust? Doesn't get it this time. A rare moment for Penguin to be able to put himself back on the board, but this is, yeah.
The raw combust on the plat drop! You see it maybe once a set, and Cakeassault with the raw confidence to just go down there and say, this is my tournament.
Penguin now on his last stock off stage. Cakeassault looking so in control.
I don't think I have ever seen Cakeassault this dominant. I've said it many times today, but this is just awe-inspiring. The amount of confidence.
Oh, that back air almost did it.
He goes for a raw. Tries to catch the sleeping Penguin, but doesn't get it.
Yeah, Penguin ready to tech that, and we have the forward strong. You're just going to be able to keep this. And we look at 109%. The back air is going to do it. Cakeassault is your Rivals of Aether Championship Series 6 champion. And he takes Genesis 8, third Genesis win of his career in an incredible loser's run. 6-0ing Penguin on his way to do it too.
Winning all 3 lands during RCS Season 6. Cakeassault is the undisputed #1.
What an incredible answer to after that Season 5 when he wasn't able to perform as well online and he kept insisting, put me in the same room, I want to show what I've got. And he did it every single time offline.
What a champion.
It's incredible how far, still how much more he has as the sea of competitors keeps growing and growing. The people that can potentially take a set off of him, he still manages to show up on finals day and stay alive against all of them back to back to back in the losers run. You look at that losers run and you wonder, how did he get down there again?
Yeah, he lost to Soul Rifle, and it's like, okay, well, when I see him play against Soul Rifle today, it's like, this is a different player.
Yeah.
He comes alive when it matters the most. We see in this Grands Reset, just every single game, he takes a 2-stock lead. He finds the confirms that he needs to find.
Yeah, just even off the cuff there, right? In their first set, Cakeassault starting off with a 2-stock and getting another 2-stock right afterwards. Did Penguin even get him down to 1 stock in more than one game? I think it was just one game. It felt so dominant.
Yeah, for the life of me, I cannot remember a time Cakeassault was at 1 stock during Grands.
That's just insane.
He is a monster. Every time he lived to 130+%, he recognized when his opponents wanted those kills, and he made them pay every time.
We're seeing a whole sea of 2-stocks, and again, you just look at the percent that Cakeassault has in so many of these clips, that level of value difference. And it can't be said enough, being able to stay alive through those confirm windows for Absa is insanely difficult.
And right there, I want to point out that last stock to finish the series. That was a DI out on sour back air, and holding out, potentially looking to DI out of a dare spike. But Cake goes, no, you're getting the back air, and just explodes off of the right side.
Still mixing it up to the very end, not being content at all with the lead that he had built up in that set. But we have ourselves now Mr. Dan Fernese himself, creator of Rivals of Aether.
Dad Fernese, actually.
Dad Fernese?
Dad Fernese.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It is Dad Fernese. Congratulations.
Hello.
What a great thing to be able to be handed your medal from the person who built the game you just competed in, right?
Yeah. It's just amazing. And we're going to see our top 6 on stage here right now.
And we're just going to go ahead and say goodbye now as we just say goodbye to our players until the start of the next competitive Rivals of Aether season. Guys, it has been an absolute joy to watch more of this game offline. I've missed it so much, and I can't wait for the chance to see more of it. Thank you so much for coming here on an early Sunday morning. We've all had a blast. I hope you have a great rest of the day of your time. We're going to go to the ceremony.
Thank you so much. It's been a beautiful top 6, and we're going to go right over to the medal ceremony right now. Thank you so much.
All right, there we go. Here's our Rivals of Aether top 6 once again. 5th place, we have Zaro. Also in 5th place, the best Crag to ever do it, MSB. In 4th place, Kusi. Third, we've got Soul Rifle. Second place, Penguin. And your Genesis 6 champion for Rivals of Aether, Cakeassault. Genesis 8. All right, thanks everyone. Ultimate's up next.